A few updates for Vectorworks 2022. The interface has not changed substantially, but they have moved a couple of things around. So the first thing is that when you're setting your palettes up, you'll see that the snapping palette is no longer an option here. In my videos, the snapping palette is docked over here. This is because they have permanently moved the snapping palette to down in the lower right hand corner of the screen. It's in the bar along the bottom. So here are the items that, here are the items that used to be referred to as the snapping palette. Now they're still the snapping tools. They're just not really in a palette. They're just on the bottom line. So that's thing number one. Thing number two is in palettes, you now have the ability to not just turn on and off the navigation palette, which is this part here, but you can individually control the things that are on the navigation palette. In earlier versions, you either had these things or you didn't. I usually turn off everything except classes, design layers, and sheet layers. The rest, there's no reason to turn them off, I guess, other than it just gets less cluttered over here. It's usually just these three things that we use: the classes, the design layers, and the sheet layers. So that is the palettes. Your document settings, there's one sort of major change. So if we go to document preferences, display, you will see that I have asked you to turn on cropped perspective, and you will notice that in 2022 cropped perspective isn't even a choice here. That's because it's a legacy feature. For some reason they think it's not a good feature. It's actually one of the best features of Vectorworks for the kind of rendering that we do, so I don't know why they got rid of it. But at any rate, if you go to the last tab, Legacy 2D, and enable Legacy 2D features, and yes, I'm sure, and then just leave it set to its default, working plane only, which is in the newer version screen plane and does not exist anymore, so it's allowing, but we're not turning it on for that reason. We're turning it on for this reason, because now if I go to document settings, display, now I have the option to use cropped perspective, which is quite useful. So that's the major change there for 2022.